Okay, so let's what we covered today. As I already told you, today we cover interviewers' expectation during interview and how to build a resume as per the MNC's role, means ATS friendly resume. So before starting, this is where you shift from begin a task executor. As I already discussed, the pupils who are attending the sessions from beginning, they are easily able to understand the language, and I'm going very slow so that everyone can easily understand. Okay, during explanation I will go very slow. Discuss during normal discussions I may be a bit faster. So please try to understand. I need next 30 minutes complete focus. That's why you can get more to more from. Okay, so most candidates approach interviews with a safe hire mindset. Safe hire mindset means they focused on their tasks. They explain their tasks during the interview. But interviewers or recruiters expect expert hires. They are focusing on expert hires. Safe hire says I process invoices, and expert hire says I ensure accurate invoice processing with strong three-way match controls, reducing expected exceptions, and protecting the company from duplicate payments. I pick an example from AP right here to who are safe hires mindset people and who are the expert hire mindset people. Right? So let's we deep dive now towards our first topic. And the first topic is evaluation. What interviewers evaluate means during the interviews, how recruiters evaluate you. As you can see on the slide, interviewers have three types of lenses to judge you. First, competency. Second, cultural fit. And third, potential. Means interviewers are looking competency. What is competency? Competency not about listing the task. Listing the task means they are not looking for the people who are explaining the tasks only. It's about showing depth and ownership. What is competency means the depth. What type of depth? Depth of task means the logic behind the task. Why you are performing the task? How clearly you will be able to explain the task, and ownership. How much ownership you have while performing the task. And if I want to pick any example here, so for AP peoples, I can say interviewers looking in you, are you able to explain GRIR clearing, three-way match, exceptions management, vendor master accuracy, payment control, etc. Same for AR peoples, they are looking for DSO management, dispute resolution, cash application accuracy, credit controls. What are these things which I am explaining right now? These are the controls. These are the things which interviewers looking, interviewers expecting during the interview. If I talk about R2R people, interviewers looking for clarity on reconciliation, journals, closing governance, audit readiness, blackline templates, etc. And same for the FPNA pupils. Interviewers expect forecasting, budgeting, variance analysis, cost-driven insights, Power BI dashboards, and so on. It means these are the key they are focusing on as part of competency. Competency means not only to show your task or explain your task. They are looking for the depth, for the clarity, for the ownership. And the second thing is cultural fit. Cultural fit is one of the biggest selection filter. Even if you are technically strong, you won't be selected if you cannot collaborate effectively. Means cultural fit means collaboration within the teams. Clear? Recruiters evaluate your ability to work with onshore teams, your understanding of upstream and downstream impact, your communication maturity, your selection discipline, and your documentation and audit readiness. Means majorly things cover under cultural fit is communication and coordination. Even it's interconnected within the domain or it's related to onshore, upstream and downstream impacts. Upstream and downstream impacts related to interdomain things or interdomains coordinations between the various teams, and offshore onshore means the coordination between the client and service providing company. Clear? And now the third thing, what do you mean by potential here? Interviewers looking, can you grow into SME, process expert, or future team leader? Clear? Potential is not about years of experience. It's not about years of experience. It's about impact. As I already explained in our earlier session about the formula of what, why, and impact. They are exactly looking for that things. What is potential? Potential means impact. How you can show your impact? Let me give you an example. If you are able to standardize reconciliations templates, it's the impact of your work. You are preparing normal reconciliation, it's performing task. You are performing reconciliations with logic, means with why, you are thinking like a owner. And if you are performing the reconciliation, prepare the reconciliation and understand the logics of upstream and downstream is and you will be able to find the gaps. You will be able to communicate with downstream and upstream. You will be able to prepare the reconciliations as per the audit readiness. It shows your impact of the task. Clear? Means if I say overall for this thing, we need to focus on three things: competency, cultural fit, and potential. Interviewers looking for these things very aggressively. They have the clear three lines. Interviewers have clear three lines. Want to know, they want to check during the interview how capable you are, how clear you are, how confident you are, and how much ability you have to explain the task and to get the ownership. Clear? And they want to know about your technical depth as well. So these three things impact during the interview, and we will convert these things effectively. We will cover these things going forward. So the major thing and the major topic of today is understanding of interviewers or recruiters expectations from the candidates during the interview. Clear? I think most of you are able to understand. Now we move to the next topic: resume surgery. What is resume surgery? Normally people understand the designing of resume means prepare resume so it looks effectively. But resume surgery means removing weak generic bullets and replacing them with keywords. Keywords means the rich keywords, impactful keywords. Clear? Impact driven statements aligned with ATS and GBS expectations. Most resume fail because they describe duties, not impact. Means most of the resume you have prepared, you submitted during the interviews, you explain your duties, you explain your task, but recruiters or interviewers looking for the impact. The J's, I think you already are aware, or if you are not aware, let me share a quick thing here. Nowadays, humans are not shortlisting the. So we need to build, we need to draft our CV according to the job description. Clear? Most of the candidates, even they have lot of experience, they have lot of technical knowledge, but most of the times they are not get shortlisted. Why? Because they explain the resume very heavily with the task. They are unable to match the resume with the JD job description. Clear? Let me show you the transformation. Why CVs are rejected? Weak versus strong examples. Like first of all, I speak weak headings or weak topics or weak bullet points. Right? What is weak bullet points? Handle invoices. Most of the pupils, if I talk about AP people mention in their CVs, I handle invoices. This is a weak response. And what is the strong response? Yeah, or what is the strong bullet or strong header for the resume? Cross plus invoices in SAP with 90% past accuracy. This is the strong heading. Again, if I talk about artwork people, what would be the strong heading? Performed 40 plus monthly reconciliations with 100% accuracy, improving audit readiness. This is an strong heading. Clear? Same we can expect for other domains like AR and FP&A as well. So I'm giving here only two examples from AP and R2R. So we need to align our CV as per the SLA adherence. SLA adherence means as per the job description. Even we have a lot of technical knowledge, we have a lot of expert communication abilities, but if our CV is not matching with job description, we are not reaching to interview, we are not shortlisted for interview. So our CV must be aligned with the job description. It should be reflect SLA adherence. It should be reflects KPI improvement. It should be reflects audit controls, governance, upstream, downstream coordinations, standardizations. Clear? So now we move for the next part of our CV, impact based bullets. What would be the impact based bullets? I will explain two or three examples here from all the domains so that you will be able to connect or you will be able to relate the things. Clear? Impact based formula, simple formula. And what is the simple formula? Simple formula is task, action, and result. Means your headings, your bullet points on your resume must be reflect first your task, then action, and then result. This is the formula used in global MNCs. Clear? I'm giving you few examples here from different domains. Like start with AP examples. Task. What is the task? Processing invoices. And what is the action for this? Introduce validation checks. What we do? You validate the checks before processing the invoice. And what would be the result? Reduce exceptional time by 30%. Improved SLA compliances. Means it should be the formula. Task processing invoices, action introduce validation checks, result reduce exception by 30% and improved SLA compliances. Same for AR pupils, followed up with customers. This is a task. Clear? And what would be the action for this? Prioritize high volume accounts. This is a planned action behind this task. And what would be the result? Reduce DSO by 4 days. Means such as way you need to design your CV bullets. CV bullet points means CV headings. Same for P&A pupils. We can take the example prepare reports would be automated variance dashboards and the final result reduce reporting time by 35%. Means such as way you need to settle your resume bullet. Now we move towards next slide. Resume optimize. How you need to optimize your resume. Finally, clear. Just a quick 30-second information I want to share here. Until 6:35, we will discuss our topics, and after that, I will pick one or two queries. It's depend on the time, whatever time we have, or if anyone have another query or a specific query, can connect again after 6:40. I will take 10 another minutes to pick the queries, but this call will be dropped at 6:40. So now come back to the topic. Resume optimization. How we optimized our resume. Very important thing. A strong resume is built on three pillars. And what would be the three pillars? First thing, prioritize KPIs. KPIs means key performance indicators are accuracy, timeliness, DSO, exceptions, forecast accuracy, and close cycle timeliness. Clear? Means improved invoice accuracy by 94% to 98%. This should be reflected in your AP resume. Reduce unapplied cash by 22%. This should be reflected in your AR resume if you are AR people. Improve forecast accuracy by percent. This should be reflects in your resume if you are from FP&A team. Clear? Means first thing I initially told you, a strong resume is built on three pillars, and first pillar is prioritize KPI, and second thing is quantify achievements. What you have achieved earlier, you need to quantify this, and remember it should be in alignment with job description for which you are going to apply. Quantify achievements. How you quantify your achievements means, again we compare these things here, weak versus strong. Like earlier you mentioned I improve accuracy, but now you need to mention improved forecast accuracy by 12% across 6 cost centers. Means you need to include the impact. Clear? And I'm picking one more example. Reduce exceptions. This is a weak response and very short and unclear, unimpact. What would be the strong response? What would be the strong achievement here? Reduce AP exceptions by 35% through upstream validation fixes. Means you need to show I have the depth knowledge, I have the logic behind the task. Clear? The third thing is keyword optimization. It's very important. Most of the CVs are rejected here, which you can see on your screen. Keyword optimization for ATS alignment, because nowadays ATS are shortlisting the CVs. So our CV must reflect the keywords as per the job description. Like ATS skills for SAP, Oracle, Blackline, Power BI, GRIR, three-way match. These are the standard keywords. DSO, reconciliations, forecasting, budgeting, variance analysis, audit readiness, governance, SLA adherence, KPI improvements. These all are the keywords. Or RCV must reflect the keywords which are heavily looking or heavily highlighting in the job description. Clear? Means one more thing I want to highlight here. Most focus, if we are going to apply for any job, so what we need to do before applying, we need to do, first of all, we need to analyze the JD, and then we need to prepare our resume as per the JD. JD means job description, and then include all the things accordingly. Clear? Then we will be able to get shortlisted easily. Clear? So now we entered in our last minutes. So what we have discussed today we have discussed the interviewers expectations, what interviewers expect from you, and then we discussed about building the resume, about drafting the CV as per the the job description in alignment with the job description, ATS friendly resume. Okay, so we will take 1 to 2 quick question after 6:35. What? Okay, let me show you one thing. The peoples who are new and who are not in the session today, no problem. But I want to show you we have what we are do till we are prepare the base, and now we will move towards the interview room. Now we will enter in the interview room from next session 5th. On next Sunday, what we will cover the first impression, means the first minute or first 5 minutes of your interview. Then we will discuss about tell me about yourself. What would be the set an MNC friendly pattern of tell me about yourself, and then executive present how we create our presence in the interview room. And we also discuss the STAR methodology of answering the questions. We also discuss weak versus strong responses, and then result. So I have selected these topics for upcoming session. Clear? Now I'm unmuting you all. If anyone have any question, you can ask. I have unmute you all.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm on mute and I am speaking here. Okay. So anyone, if anyone have any query, please ask.
Hi, Yogendra. My name is Ramana.
Yeah, Ramana. Yes, please.
Can you explain previous whatever topics you explained previously, previous week?
Yeah, in our earlier weeks, we have basically we explain the foundation of GBS and MNC's requirements for entire roles, APAR, R2R, and FP&A. All right. We understand the basic vocabulary.
Okay.
Yeah. We understand the basic vocabulary, offshore, onshore, and interlinkage of all the domains, means ecosystem of financial processes, right? We understand the impact of downstream and upstream, onshore and offshore teams, how they work. And now we are moving from basics to
Okay. If you have any records, can you share it? That is.
Yeah, I just record first time today's session, and I want to check first the quality. It will be able to share with all the people. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have any question? Because we have 1 more minute to wrap up the call. Anyone else? Rajnish, Vaisali. Okay. So if no one have any question, we will continue. Next session is very important and very crucial as well, because we will discuss all the things related to interview. Okay, as I already show you here, we discussed first 5 minutes. We will discuss tell me about yourself, STAR methodology, and how we can make our presence. Even we have a very limited time, 40 minutes, but in these 40 minutes, 35 minutes, we will discuss all these things, whatever we will be able to cover. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks to